at Dinefwr Castle in West Wales. As we enter the outer scarp, the outer ditch, and we actually see a wall on the left. Much of what we do see at Dinefwr was constructed by the constables who were installed here after 1283 by Edward I. The fine array of remains here, although I've already stated that large chunks of what you do see today are post 1282, there are foundations here and bits and pieces that allow us to understand the Welsh princes. A little bit of information about that in a short while. At Dinefwr Castle, the heart of a kingdom associated with the princes of Dinefwr. This is a location at Dinefwr that is the epitome of the tragedy that has unfolded within our landscape for the past 1,000 years. The real history begins here with the great Lord Rhys. Some would call him a prince. Some would also call him a king. He ran parallel alongside the King of England, Henry. So they were on par. In a way, Henry saw Lord Rhys as his overlord in Wales, South Wales. Lord Rhys was seen by his counterparts as a true richly prince within this wonderful landscape. Lord Rhys takes over on the stage in the year 1155. Dinefwr had been divided amongst factions, brothers. It was a princely kingdom of Cymru in the southwest, moreover. In 1155, we see a unification of this landscape under one sole lord. And this very Lord Rhys, let's call him a king amongst thieves. By 1172, we see Lord Rhys within an enriching landscape, prosperity, which can only be looked back in awe. And then, within this play, within this wonderful landscape, even though much of what you see around here was built after 1283, after Edward, the bloody King Edward Longshanks, decided to install constables here. There are little bits and pieces that were actually built by those lords of the landscape. In 1176, what we then see is a reinstatement of those, not those values of Cymru or Wales or England, the reinstatement of the Britishness. In 1176, we see an Eisteddfod. Now, there was 2 prizes offered at the Eisteddfod, one for poetry and one for music. And the prize was gold itself in the form of a chair, a wonderfully carved chair. Those cut timbers that were used locally to produce that chair, those 2 chairs, were offered to people all across the land. People from the north of England came to this Eisteddfod within this landscape. People from the north of Cymru, Cornwall, parts of England came to this Eisteddfod to perform. And this was the richness of the reign that we see within the lordship of Dinefwr. Unfortunately, many good stories have a very bad end. 1197, the Lord Rhys himself dies. And then we see a deterioration of this wonderful land. We see Rhys Greig taken over. By 1282, 1283, this whole landscape was taken over by those Normans. And we never really see a reinstatement of those values that were once thought to be precious hundreds of years earlier by Hywel Dda. This is KARL-JAMES Langford reporting live at Dinefwr Castle within the ancient kingdom of Dyabar.
Give me oil in my lamp, keep me burning. Give me oil in my lamp, I pray. Give me oil in my lamp, keep me burning, burning, burning. Keep me burning till the break of day. Sing, Hosanna, sing, Hosanna, sing, Hosanna to the King of Kings. Sing, Hosanna, sing, Hosanna, sing, Hosanna to the King. Hide your word in my heart, keep me learning. Hide your word in my heart,